right, this is for my nurses. Are you a nurse who is burnt out on bedside and looking for a way to make some money outside of the hospital setting? Are you somebody who's just looking for a side hustle, something that you could, help bring home the bacon with, because it's never enough, right? And since travel nursing has pretty much, the money is extinct at this point, we're having to look for backup plans. So stay tuned if that is you, because I have some solutions for you, okay? And I am Erica. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse since 2017. And I have been in the bedside. I was an LPN 10 years before I became a registered nurse in 2017. I was a CNA before that. So I've done it all, seen it all. I'm a cardiac nurse by trade. And I did travel nursing for a couple of years and worked as a director of nursing for over 5 years in assisted living setting, and I now own my own business, which is where I'm sitting right now, which is Love Reigns Medical Training Center, and I am a nurse educator, nurse entrepreneur, all the things, and I'm here to always try to put out videos that can help a nurse, help other people who may not know, because there wasn't a lot of help for me, and I just kind of had to figure it out on my own. So let's talk about it, okay? So one option I wanted to talk with you about is a way to make some money that some people don't even know anything about, okay? And that is with APD. Let's talk about teaching med tech training courses, okay? Agency for Persons with Disabilities, what APD stands for. I am in the state of Florida. I don't know if that is something that is in all states, but I can attest to what I know about for Florida. So if you are a Florida nurse, I know for sure this would be beneficial to you. If not, and you're not in Florida, look at your state. All you gotta do is Google up APD and see if that is something that's available in your state. I cannot imagine that it's not, okay? So let's talk about what it is required to be able to teach APD courses to become a med tech. So this course will teach people that come into your class, you could do it off site, but the course is called a Basic Medication Administration course, okay? It's a 6-hour course that allow pretty much lay people to be able to assist people with disabilities with their medications, okay? Now, most time these people are also working and these are mostly in a group home setting, but it could be in different settings, supported living, different areas, right, that people with disability, pretty much are in, okay? So this is a 6-hour course. You teach in front, you pretty much teach it according to the regulations, according to APD regulations, okay? But in order to be able to become an instructor, though, I need to tell you first that to be able to teach this course, you yourself as a nurse, it requires an LPN, RN, or APRN can teach this course. You have to take a 6-hour course yourself through APD. The course is free. This was put in my lap when I first started looking, get into my own business. I have a mentor who is awesome, and she the first one who introduced this to me, and I didn't even know anything about it. I never even, did anything with group home type settings before, so this was all new to me, and I've learned a lot. I've been doing this now for 2 years, okay? I've been teaching this course for over 2 years now. So it was a blessing that it was given to me, so I'm going to make sure I pass that along to others, okay? 6-hour course. That class is usually taught, by the regional team, and that is a 6-hour course, usually done by Zoom, okay? But before that, you have to apply for it. You apply, you pretty much reach out to them. They will send you a link to do an application via email, and they're gonna ask you for all these things that you have to submit, that you're a nurse, all the things that they need for you to be able to even sit for the course, okay? It is free. This is a free course. You do not spend one penny, okay? So once you get approved to take the course, which doesn't require much, so it should not be an issue for you to get approved to be able to teach a course, then you're going to do a Zoom call. That's a Zoom call. So you do the 6-hour course. You're going to take exams, so you have to pass exams to be able to be the instructor, okay? Because you're going to get a trainer approval number. So the course is 6 hours. Then they're going to send you by email. It's going to be a 60-question test. I think it's 60 questions. It might have been 25. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the actual test for the student. They're going to send you the exams, okay? And it's going to be a written test. It's going to be like scenario-based. You're going to answer those questions. And then there's going to be your MAR exams and validation certificates. So validation is what you pretty much go out and check the person off that needs to be validated to give meds. So let me just back up so I can make sense to you. So first of all, you're going to apply for the course, 6-hour course. They're going to send you exams that you got to take to pass, okay? Once you pass, they're going to send you a certification certificate stating that this is your information. You are approved to teach the Basic Medication Administration course, BMA, and that's the first process in you teaching the course, okay? Now, at this point, they will also, after you've passed and you are approved to teach and they give you your certificate, they're going to add you to their data bank, and so people can find your information so they know that you offer the courses, but you can also market it yourself. So for the most part, I do it on social media or I do it through flyers, whatever that is, so people know to reach out to you. What I didn't know is how huge a business this is. Group home settings is huge. There is so many people who have group homes. This is all new to me. So there is a need. Listen to me. There is a need. Even if you just did this on the weekends or did it a couple of days a week, you're going to make some money from this, okay? So once you get approved and everything's ready to go, now that you've marketed yourself, people are going to reach out to you. You're going to teach a 6-hour course to lay people that has pretty much no medical background, okay? So the reason why they're able to give these meds in these settings because they have to, for one, take the 6-hour course with you, and then they're gonna they're called clients in those settings. And then the clients or their caregivers will sign an informed consent stating that they okay that it's a 6-hour course and that they are okay with them not being a nurse and that they can help them pass and they can assist them with their meds. It's a whole training. I'm not going to go through all the training, but I just want you to know that you're going to teach a 6-hour course to the students in layman's terms that they understand, because understand they don't have medical field experience, but it's a lot of information that they're going to learn in 6 hours. They're going to also take a 60-question test, and they are scenario based. They're going to be MAR exams, all the things. Okay, let's talk about the money that's in it. Okay, so listen, I'm telling you, it's some good money. You pretty much charge whatever you want to charge. You can look at the prices that's in your area. For me, I will just let you know that I charge $150 for the course, includes the first validation. So let me just be clear. The 6-hour course is one part. You going out to the group home or wherever they're at to validate them, meaning that you're going to go check them off on medications, that they're safe to give meds. That's what the validation is. You're going to learn about the validation, how in-depth that is. But understand that in simpler terms, you're going to go out to the setting where they're giving meds and watch them pass meds and make sure they do all the steps according to APD. Okay? Now, money-wise, you charge whatever you want. I charge $150 for the class, which includes the first validation. If I'm doing only validation, because understand that after they were taking the class and validated, they won't need that class again ever unless they let that expire. They don't get their validation done every year like they're supposed to. That means they're going to be back in your class or in somebody's class to take that class again, okay? But if they do what they're supposed to, they never have to take the class again. But understand that people are steadily hiring people. People are steadily quitting jobs. People are steadily letting their validation expire. So there's money to be made, okay? Nurses hear me. This could be a side hustle. This could be your main gig, whatever it is. But there is money to be made in this class as long as you're comfortable. Understand that if you're not somebody who can talk and teach classes and stand in front of people, just understand you will get comfortable over time. Just start off with 1 or 2 students and then grow from there. But there is money to be made, okay? I literally charge $150 per student. That includes their first validation. Or if I'm just going to validate them, because every year they're going to need to be validated again, right? $50 per head is what I charge. So if I do the full class, that includes their first validation. So I get the $100 pretty much for the class and $50 for validation up front. And then I go out and validate them. And you can get contracts. I am now affiliated with ARC. They are one of the bigger companies that do a lot of the group home supported living settings. But they are all over all over Florida and every county. So every county has them. And there's enough money out here for everybody. Like, I'm never somebody who's all worried about other people and all that, because there is a lot of money to be made in this setting. So listen, as long as you put yourself out there and market yourself and let people know what your availability is and that you are offering these courses, you could just pick a couple days a month. If you're somebody who works full time and you just want to look for some side gig. But you can charge whatever you want. Some people charge as low as $75 for a class. Some people charge as high as $150 just for the class. But your rates are your rates. Your price is your price. So people need you. There is a need out here. You have to be flexible. Like, you don't have to have a building. I have my own office, so I teach other stuff like medical assistant, phlebotomy, CNA prep, all those things. But I also include APD. But you can go out. Literally, you can be just a traveler. You don't have to have a building, because you can go to their setting and teach the classes. So as long as you don't mind going out and meeting people and knowing and sitting in settings and all those things, then you'll be fine. You don't ever have to open a building to do that. But it is a stepping stone if you do want to, eventually open up your own business. So any questions about how to become an APD instructor and what that means, and if list your questions below. But I'm just trying to give you guys ways to hustle and get out here and get this bag, baby. Because I'm just